I can imagine no more rewarding a career. And any man who may be asked in this century what he did to make his life worthwhile, I think can respond with a good deal of pride and satisfaction. I served in the United States Navy.
I like that. I like that. What's going on?
Not much, not much. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I got a Big Apple up here again. We're going to be looking and talking about some currency. So how you been doing, Big Apple?
Hey, one of those days, brother. One of those days. Hot day out here. And out to my physical therapy, and and now I'm over here with you, hanging out. What better place? Yeah. What better place to be over here talking about currency? So
yeah, I'm telling you,
for sure.
So talking about hot today, it's just under 199. But with the humidity, they say the heat index is anywhere between 106 and 112. So I think I'm going to be staying in as much as I can unless I'm out in the pool.
Yeah, listen, hit that pool. Hit that pool. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. It's about 83 here. 83 here in New York, actually, and it's supposed to be just nice to 85. Sunny all day. Nice. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be about a good 80% of rain. Mother Nature is definitely not playing around. What's going on? There's a few people in there. We got Laos in the house. Yeah. Jeff Davis.
See you, Tori. How you doing? How you doing?
What's going on? And Steve looking for silver. What's going on, buddies? Guys, ladies, and gents.
Looking for silver. How you doing? Jeff Davis.
I know everybody that's in my channel, guys. If you guys are in my channel, I have posted the link. You guys want to head over to Retired Navy Rob. The link is on the top. I know I got Opus inside there, Shelby, Patrick. So a lot of people have been popping into my channel. Guys, just hit that link and head over to Retired Navy Rob here on this side. Because we're gonna be doing I think you're doing a giveaway, right? So am I. I'm gonna be doing a $2 giveaway too myself, by the way. Actually, you're gonna do a $2. I gotta do a silver certificate. I don't want to do 2 and 2. It's both the same. I'm gonna do a silver certificate.
Yeah, I'll be giving away a red seal, a $2 bill.
Okay, I'm gonna do a silver certificate. Obviously just a silver 1957 or one of those out. I didn't want to really do anything. Give me 1 second. Anything else? Give me 1 second.
We got A3 Sky Warrior in the house. How you doing, Rich? Just made it home. Oh wow. So yeah, that sleuth I set up, Rich. I went through my past year's worth of tailings and I found 0.16 grams. So it was nice to have that sleuth box. Mike Slides is in the house. Okay, so we know who's going to win the giveaway.
Sorry about that, everybody. Everybody that's in my channel, sorry. They can hear me now. I know that I wasn't really paying attention. If you guys can head over, there's no echo, right? Rob, you don't hear no echo?
I don't hear no echo.
Okay, good. Everybody that's in my channel, just head over to Rob, Retired Navy Rob. I dropped the link. We're trying to look for Steve dropped the link. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. Because I have like both of these things opened.
Trying to make sure that I have this on, trying to catch anyone that hasn't been modded.
Yeah, so yeah, I won't be able to really see anybody because
Because I love putting mods on people so they can share the love, share their link. Sorry about that, Patrick. I think I accidentally deleted your post, but you should be a mod now. Okay. Is that music too loud, everyone?
no.
Because I can never tell with the StreamYard's music.
Oh, I dropped this in the wrong chat. Hold on.
What'd you do? Put it in mine.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I dropped the link on top of my stream yards, guys. I pinned it. I pinned it. That's what it's called. I pinned. Bear with us, guys, because there's a lot of rookies up in here.
Yeah. 2 of them up here.
Yeah, there's two rookies. We're not like, Okay, I see a lot of people are back in here. Okay, I'm here. Good.
Cool.
Steve has everything down packed,
Yeah. Steve's a pro at this.
Yeah, Steve is a pro. Steve does this. And he does everything off of an iPad, which drives me bananas.
I can do my recording that off my iPhone, but I got to run the live off the iPad. But wow, more power to him if he does that. Shell Beans Silver Savers in the house.
Shell Beans.
Let's see.
Yep. And I can't even highlight nobody here. I can only highlight on my channel.
Yeah, I gotta.
Let's see, Stacko, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, Patrick, I gotta get some better music here.
I'm on retired Navy Rob.
So you got anything there to share today, Mr. Big Stack? First.
No. I mean, I don't really have anything. My stuff is coming. I think it should be here by next week. I got the 5 pieces of currency that I've sent out, so that's gonna be here maybe 2 weeks from now, because I'm gonna probably ship it next week, and then send it out Friday. Maybe by Friday.
So I'm lucky. I usually get mine within a day because I live right up the road from where they are. Jacksonville's just on the other side of the state, so we usually get it pretty quick. But I got a few things here. And forgive me, I have to find a better camera for my live when I do my... I mean, this is a great camera, but it's not meant for up close. So I got to find a better camera for streaming. But my iPhone does great for my recording my videos. Let's see here. But Big Flip had a auction which turned into a bin on some items, and I grabbed 2 beautiful notes from him. The first one I grabbed was a 1864 State of Alabama $100. Some beautiful detail on it. And what I really love is very rare to find ones that have printing on the back from that time frame. Because ink was money, of course.
I hear you, Steve.
Yeah, the iPhone does work great. If I can just figure out how to zoom it in and out when I'm doing a live stream. I have to get luck from you, I guess. Next one is from Dalton, Georgia. It's from 1856. I grabbed this one because it's EPQ, but a plain back from the time period. But I really love this one, especially the scene there with the cowboys or the ranch hands or whatever you want to call them.
Let me see the back of it.
This one's a plain back.
Oh, plain back? All right.
And I did find where the canceled is. There. Damned if it was, didn't stand out, but it says it was stamped canceled so that it couldn't be redeemed. But that's the only thing I can think of that would be the stamp cancels right there, that little red X. Now here's the one you seen me buy yesterday, Big Apple.
Oh, yeah.
The 66.
This was a nice one. State of South Carolina.
Yes, 1872. And then this one here. Beautiful, beautiful back. And this is another one of the ones, because after the Civil War, the Union was imposing tax on the states. They said, you can print your own money, but we're going to tax it.
Yeah, Steve.
What's that, Steve?
Steve.
EPQ, exceptional paper quality.
So, it's exceptional paper quality. That's what EPQ means, Steve. Steve knows.
Now,
he knows. He's just,
So in PCGS banknotes and PCGS currency, they go with it as what? PPQ, preferred paper quality.
Yeah.
But
preferred,
that just means it's got its crispiness to it. It's still got a good texture. You're not picking up something that's just can't stand up on its own. But with this one here, like I was saying, the union imposed taxes on the states for printing their own currency. So a lot of them went to calling them bonds. So this is actually a $20 bond for rebuilding the railroad, but it was used as currency. They would spend it just like currency. It had, I think, like 7%, which is way better than what we get nowadays, eh? Return on them.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing's got, some beautiful paper. Nice color to it. Nice details.
And the biggest thing is, this was very difficult to counterfeit. The older money was a lot easier. You couldn't counterfeit this. You couldn't counterfeit this kind of money.
Yeah, back then the
Harder,
technology.
harder. Sorry, I was saying easy, but it's harder.
Yeah, the technology back then was made it so much harder for them to counterfeit.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you know, you can scan it on your home scanner and make a better reproduction. But yeah, shell beam, silver saver. I mean, their plates are really intricate back then. But here's another thing that Big Apple likes is the fractional currency. So
yeah. First of all, everybody that's in my channel, there's about five people over there on that side. Just click on the link above. It's gonna bring you to our retired Navy Rob here. Silver Sacker says that the paper is worthless. Well, I mean, it's not really worthless. It is worth money in a sense. I mean, the note that he's showing, you can't use that. But there's other notes you can use. I mean, the large notes you cannot use.
I mean, all our paper today is worthless. I mean, if you really want to get down to it.
Today, unless he's talking about today's paper, is a different story.
All because of the beast from Jekyll Island there, the Fed. But,
that's still worthless anyway.
Now what scares me is, what is it, next month on the 22nd? For me, the brick. What is it? India, Russia, what's to be, and China. And I don't know what the B is in it, but they're meeting and they're supposedly getting a gold back currency going. And when that happens, you don't know what's going to happen to the price of gold, but I don't think the dollar is going to stand up to a gold back currency. So things are going to be changing, unfortunately. But buy your gold now. Always nice to keep that extra gold. But,
yeah, absolutely. Give me a second. Let me just
got this in the mail last week. Nice little 20-gram bar. Great Scott! How you doing, sir? Yeah, Shelby, the intrinsic value is the only thing that gives it. But you got some people have to pay for it, and you got value to it. All right. Thank you, Greg Scott, for sharing that out.
Greg Scott, what is going on? Yeah, I had to actually shut mine down. I couldn't really shut my channel down. For some reason, I'm just getting too much echo in my headphones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all right. It's no big deal. Live chat. Let me bring this up.
During the Civil War. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. You said during the Civil War?
I was just segueing into the fractional currency.
Oh yeah, the fractional currencies. That's another different ball game. But that was also um, what they used to use. I mean, some people know. A lot of people might know already what throw us out the window. No, Stacker. So, no, it wasn't. It was. I was getting too much of a feedback in my headset, and it was like, "Hey, Z Coins, what's going on?" Yeah, and it was just like every single time Rob is talking, I'm like hearing the feedback, and then I'm hearing it was just too much, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta just shut down my channel. And I don't think it's supposed to work like that, but you know, Steve didn't really show me the tricks, that Fugazi. So
Hey, maybe it's the voices in your head.
no. It's not, because what happens is that because I'm watching your channel has to be up loud for them to hear it in my channel. So it's
Okay.
just it's you know
And
who's really good with this stuff? Greg Scott is good with this stuff. I think Greg Scott is really good with this. You ever see him with his channel? He's like having like 30 things up there at the same time. So,
is
that's what
that
happens
Great
when you
Scott's
go up.
good?
Yeah, Greg Scott. I mean, from what I heard, a couple of people have said, yeah, Greg Scott is really good on I don't know if he's multitasking on different channels, but it's I think he is. I think he knows. Let me find out I'm shouting him out, but he doesn't really know.
Great
So
Scott's got it going on.
yeah.
But
So yeah, what were we talking about? The Silver Stacker said in my channel, Stacker said in my channel was the currencies now it's worthless. Well, I mean, how much of it can really be worth? I mean, first of all, there's a collecting uh, on our side, right? There's collectors that collect this stuff because it's something that's. But back then, it was valued to something. It was backed up by the silver and gold. Silver and gold is the only thing that's going on right now, but it's not like anybody's going to take a Morgan dollar or anything else, peace dollars, to walk in the bank and drop them off, right? Or they're not going to take an old penny from 18 something to drop it off. They're going to look at that and say, well, this is not real. So some of it may not be, for collectors, yeah, unless you're just stacking silver. But currency is a different, like I tell everybody, currency is different than collecting silver. It's just two totally different, There's not really a flipping mark on this. You can't buy it and then want to flip it. And, unless you happen to buy something at a real good deal, you could do that. I mean, some stuff you can get on a good deal, right? You can get something, which I've gotten 3 things off the bat. I got it real cheap. I got it graded, and they're obviously worth more than what I paid for it, and I'm okay with that. Not that I'm getting rid of them, but no.
like that Porco note I got.
Which one?
They were on the $1 Red Seal.
Right.
They're I got it for like $100 each note, and
Right.
at the VF20, you can buy them for probably about a little bit over $200 a note if they're graded. So, because the only thing the grading does is preserves a note, and it gives a person a peace of mind that it's a 20 or above or what have you.
Right. It's the same thing as the coins. It's the same thing as knowing that somebody's picking up a Morgan dollar, and they're able to see it and say, okay, well, this is an MS-63, oh, this is an MS-64. But
Yeah.
paper money, unless you don't know about it, people want to get it graded, or have it or buy it graded. One of the guys in the community buys paper, and he only buys it graded because he doesn't know whether he's buying something at a good value or not, right? So he's gonna just try to just buy it graded. Buying it like you and I, Rob. It's just no way he's just not gonna do that because he doesn't know what he's gonna buy. He doesn't know whether if it's a good deal, if it's a bad deal. He just doesn't know. So he's just rather buy something graded. You could get on the internet, you could look, find out what these things are valued at, because there's a grade on it, hoping that you looking at the FR number, looking at, who signed it, looking at, making sure what you're looking at is the same thing than what you have in your hand, right? Because every note is different. It's not every note is the same. There are reasons why notes are maybe within the same year, but they could be more expensive than the other one, right? And if nobody understands what I'm talking about, it's exactly like an 1882, 82S, 82O, and an 82CC. The CC is going to be obviously the highest, so we know what we're looking at. But as of knowing the mintage, that comes all in the same thing with all these books. So,
oh yeah, gotta have your books.
If you want to buy any currency, buy a book first. Buy a book, learn it, understand it, read up on it, do your homework. Because I saw somebody else online and they were like, wow, they started buying currency. But to come to realize that it became very expensive. It wasn't cheap. Currency is not cheap at all. Buying stuff and then buying it graded? Nah, it's expensive. It's, like I said, you can buy something that's ungraded and hope that you get a good deal on it, right? I'll give an example, and I tell the same story all the time. It's the $500 note that I picked up, right? I bought it for $900, $500.
Oh, you knocked him over the head on that
right?
one.
Huh?
I said you knocked him over the head on that one.
Well, it was an auction. I didn't get it off an individual. They mint it. I know what I'm looking at because I love currency, just like I love my Morgan dollars and I love I love the history of currency. I'm always consistently reading it, always looking at it, always understanding, trying to hear what other people are doing, what they're talking about, and even just looking and listening. And I learn from other people too. I mean, we all learn. It's not like we don't. Like the history of people. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing, because you're not going to flip, silver quick either. Especially the people that buy the collectible silver. There's some of them, I'm sorry, you ain't never going to recover the premium on some of that stuff. I try to stick with my silver to, affordable silver, a few bucks over spot. But, there's people out there buying 1 ounce silver coins for $95. They're never going to recover that.
Well, yeah,
but you're right. It's all better than fiat, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, it depends what you're going to spend, right? And I tell people the way I look at it um, because I'm still young. I'm still and still, uh, yeah, that's right, JJ. To check to mute. No, Jay, I never checked for that. But you know, I collect and I like it's just a way of savings. The way I look at it, because how much, you could buy silver, and can you go in there and then pull it out and then start spending it? No, you have to look to get rid of it. So, it's good to have different aspects, like have cash and have your saving bonds, or save your 401, and have your gold and silver, and have whatever else profiles that you decide to have. But if you're gonna, you know, buy this and then you're like, oh my God, I need money, I gotta sell this, then sometimes you're better off just trying not to invest in that, because then you're gonna need the money. And I've,
Yeah.
seen some people do that. They buy it and they spend too much, and now they got to get rid of some of their stuff. So
Yeah. Hey,
if
JJ, how
silver's
you
up and
doing?
down, you know, somebody's gonna hit you over the head, because they're gonna say, well, silver's at this price. We know that you bought each one for this price, but you know, I can't give you that because I got to resell it, right? Same thing with currency, the same thing with anything else. So, if you're in this for a hobby, you're in this to collect, you're in this to, it depends. But my currency, I love it as a hobby. I enjoy it. I love the way it looks. And I mean, this is just straight up history. I mean, the stuff that we have today is garbage. I don't even, I see a lot of people again, and I think you and I, we spoke about this, was that, um, yeah, Jay, because you didn't come here before and hit the like button. A lot of people collect the serial numbers, right? I'm not into serial numbers unless there was a star, but even that today is, I mean, how much can that replacement note get you, right?
Yeah, unless it's a 2013 that has the twin brother. Because, they duplicated Star Note serial numbers that year by accident. Now, that there could be bringing you some scratch. Because, like, if you got both of them, like the $1, people are paying like $5,000 for those. But you get them graded, you paid a little bit to get them graded, and then you can flip them around. Those duplicate serial number, the exact serial number of two notes from the same year. They screwed up in 2013 and printed like what 5,000, 6,000 of them or something like that.
Yeah, that's also, yeah, that's another one. But most of these, like I said, most of these notes, I mean, if you could get a good deal on them, and you happen to, you're looking to flip them, that's a different story. But sometimes you can't get the good deals on currency. Currency, I think, is just something just to kind of hold. I don't think there's a flipping, you know, because most of these guys, even though, Rob, I don't know, in your local coin shop, they don't. I mean, how much would you really think? Probably not making that much on some of the currency, but you could almost see, because they actually have pretty decent prices in there on
Yeah,
some of them,
and it's
some of the stuff.
yeah. Some of the stuff they got real good prices on. Some are,
Some, yeah,
you could
some,
probably find it better, but it's, but then again, you got to look at the grade and maybe some particular about that note.
yeah,
But
because some of these guys, they really know about their notes also, and I was talking 79. Oh,
I'm surprised you didn't bail when the what was it, the Hunt brothers drove it up to what, $50 an ounce back in the 80s. You were probably buying it for like $10 an ounce then in '79.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've been stacking, yeah, that's for sure. If you've been stacking that long, like even I was really buying a lot of ASCs. 2012, 11, 12, 13, 14. I was and silver. I was getting ASCs real cheap. I mean, at that time, before this whole, which I think now ASCs have dropped, which is, I don't know if the premium
Yeah,
has dropped.
the premiums come down. It's still, to what I consider to be too high, but
Yeah, I mean on that type of silver, I mean it's, well, I guess they're trying to make a point. It's American silver, and everybody
I don't know.
else Canadian.
So it's demand is all it is. I mean, people want it, they'll pay for it. Me, I'm not. I think it's down to what, still about $10 around premium. Bring that down a couple more bucks.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, spot right now, I think it's like 25. I think, and if you pick up an ASC at 34, 35, I think. I don't even know. Haven't bought an ASC in a while, but and this is why I'm actually sticking with paper. You can't go wrong with paper. Because people will be like, okay, what is this or what is that? But the paper is, like I said, it's just something for you to learn. And even with the national bank notes, silver certificates, all these, the United States. I mean, it's just, you just got to learn on that. It takes time to learn the currency for sure, 100%. And by the way, I showed you, I think that $10. I mean, what was that? The $20 that you showed, the $20 one of the South Carolina. That's the one I have is a 5 on that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 5 on that one. So for sure.
And that's another popular note people like. That
which
one
is
there.
what?
That South Carolina one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
they have,
the Brunswick, New Jersey ones are popular as well.
The one that I've been also eyeing too on is that the Lazy 2. The Lazy 2
God.
is an awesome, yeah. That's an
want one
awesome
so
note.
bad.
I mean, that's a really, really nice note. It's just that it's just hard to get sometimes, especially in such a high grade. Like, when you try to get something in 15, 20, it's like, okay, you want to try to stick at least 30 and above, I think. For sure.
Yeah.
So at least you could see, and most of these, the ones that the guy, he had a couple of them that were like 15 and 20s. I was like, I don't want to really touch those. Even though they kind of seem pretty good deal. The Buffalo, I think was the $5, the $10 Buffalo. That's a hard note to get in a high grade. Well,
yeah,
I shouldn't say it's a hard note to get. It's just an expensive note. Let me change that. It's an expensive. At Buffalo is expensive, just as well as the Tombstone note. The Tombstone $10 are expensive too.
The Harding $10.
Yeah. And if anybody's know what I think it's is it 1901 the Buffalo 1902 or 19. I gotta give me a second. Let me pull this book out.
Yeah, I was going to say my book's on the other side of the house, so.
$10. Give me a second. Yeah, $10. There we go. Yeah, this it's in 1901. The legal tender note, series of 1901, the Buffalo. That is actually really awesome.
Yeah, they're beautiful notes. I mean, I got one that's in. I mean, it's in rough condition, but I know I could get some money for it just for the fact of how popular they are.
Yeah,
but I'll keep her in my collection until I can find a better one.
yeah, that's this one here. So just in case anybody knows what we're talking about, there's your Buffalo 1901. And there's the back of it.
Yeah, those bison notes are beautiful.
And as you see, a V8 is it's like $600. So if you're looking at a 30, you're going to spend at least 25 to almost $3,000 just to get a 30. A V8 is $500-600 in this beautiful note here. I mean, look at that. Look at the detail of that. You know?
You got Lewis and Clark on the front.
Yep. That's Lewis there, just in case. Now you don't want to focus for me? Clock right there. Yeah, I mean that's I got an ASC in a box, all paperwork. Proof, $90 a week. Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, that's good because I mean that's the first year.
Yeah.
They amended it then.
I think the tombstone. Well, no, the tombstone is further back. I mean, further forward. Yeah, but most of these other notes.
Also, the Lincoln portal. The Lincoln portal. I can't remember what it is. Is it a $5 note or is it a? But that's another one that goes for a high premium because they only printed them for so long.
Yeah. Here's your tombstone, guys.
I mean the beautiful. I love the huge red seal on that.
Yeah. So $1.10. I mean, I like just the whole detail of the whole. You know. Then obviously there goes the back. I mean, how are you counterfeiting this? And as you guys could just quickly see, just alone, me just showing you, in a 30, you're going to probably spend about $4 or $5,000. And the book is old already, so prices have changed. Goes according. So, you know, these notes, you know, for you to get it in a VF, I mean, a V8, $600-700, you know. And of course, you want something, you know, Mike, what's going on? Yeah, he just called me. He said, "What are you doing?" I'm about streaming right now. Said, "I'll be right there." I said, "All right." But
well, thank you for coming over, Mike.
Yeah, thanks a lot for showing up so late. We're about to leave, Mike. We appreciate you. So yeah,
busting his shoes, huh?
Yeah. I got the two. Which ones you see? I sent one of these out. $10 note that I sent out. one of
Playing
these here.
back.
So yeah. I sent that out, and
Mine's coming in the mail still. I don't know when I'm going to get it. It should be here like this week.
yeah, and then
But then you look at these national banknotes, you also got to see, if it comes from a, small town in Nebraska, a low serial number is not going to mean the same as getting a low serial number in New York City.
yeah, that's
So
the
you
only
got to
thing.
take that in consideration too. So, I mean, in those cases, serial numbers do matter to me, but I mean, I'm not collecting, like I know a guy that just goes through bank straps looking for, unique serial numbers. To me, it's like, okay, yeah, I lose my frame of thought,
This note here. So, Rob, remember this note that I showed you?
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, somebody contacted me. Did I delete it? Yeah, I did. So anyway,
Did they find out that was real?
Yeah, somebody contacted me to find out. I never called them back to find out if this note was real. This is the $1,000, guys. They had it. It was in 1863, the one that they had. This is it right here. This was the back of it. And there are only two from Stack. You see, there's only 2 to 3 unknown. And when the guy called me, he sent me the pictures. He texted me. He sent me the picture on the phone. And we were talking on the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you think?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, where'd you get this note from?" So he says, "Somebody came in here, and somebody came in here and then showed it, and I bought it." I said, "Well, what did you pay for it?" He says, "A young girl came in here." I said, "Well, I'm thinking like, okay, well, a couple of things. Maybe the girl stole it, because where would she get this from?" First of all, this is something that has to get graded, number one. Okay? Anybody who's walking around with this note just sitting, I mean, young girl came in here. What did you give her? What did you offer her? I mean, did she take $1,000? Because that's what it was. It would have been valued at $1,000, right? Not knowing she's holding probably $1 million in her hand, because that's what this is. That's what this goes for. It's telling you right here. There it is. You can look at it. That's what it says there. 203 sold for 960. There's only 2 or 3 of these unknown, known right now.
And they get it graded. If it's legit.
Yeah.
You're paying like 20% of the. At that point,
So
you're paying like 20% of the value of the note, because they're walking that through with kit gloves.
right. So he asked me, he goes, "Well, what do you think I should do?" I said, "Well, first of all, you got to get it graded, number one. Number two is," he says, "Well, what is it going to cost you?" I said, you have to contact them. You can't send it in. Rob, he can't just send it in like normally we send on notes. Because once you put it, once you put 50,000, what's the value of it? 50,000. It's telling you off the bat, it's going to charge you over $2,000, right? To get it graded. But once it hit over 50, because they take a percentage. I'm sorry, like 15,000, something like that, some crazy number. Because I did it, I did it for him. Once I put over 50,000, it said for you to call them. You got to call PMG. They're not gonna. Now they want to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, that one there is that you're buying an airplane ticket down to Tampa.
Yeah.
And and
you're
him
gonna.
walking it through PMG.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a note like that, it's $1 million. I mean, what are you gonna just? Now I want to give you the long version. The long version is gonna take even longer. I can't give you the long version. I'm trying to give you just a short one.
JK.
Trust me on that.
Hey, there ain't no such thing as a short version.
Yeah. But anyway, so I don't know what happened. I didn't really speak to him. I'm actually looking, try to. I actually should call him and ask him what's going on with the with the currency, or what did he do with it? Because it's just no way. I said, if you bought that from that young lady that cheap, you first of all you hit a grand slam. Number one, I mean, let's just understand that. Just no way possible that he says it could be fake. I said, I don't know. I mean, you're the one who's holding it in the hand. You're just showing me a picture of it. That's all I could. I can't really do too much for you.
I mean, this could have been sitting in her grandpa's attic. Who knows?
Could have been.
Grandpa
Could have
died.
been.
He
But
found it in his attic.
he gave her money for it. He gave her money, so it was sold to him, and now it's up to his decision what he does with it. It could be a fugazi, because he says that he winds up having a lot of fugazis come through his shop. So I said, well, that's a chance you have to take. You know, you don't know.
And I
He said, it
remember
looks
the
good.
amount. Yeah, I remember the amount you said he bought it for. And,
Yeah, I mean, I was just.
Even if it's a fugazi, it's worth it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. I mean, even if it's fake for what he bought it for, I mean, so you can say, hey, look, I mean, it looks really, really good. It looks, shit, it looks real, but I don't know. I mean, I don't have it in front of me, so I can't tell you. And what he would want to do with it, he's asking me. I'm like, no, listen. So I gave him the number to Takabari on 58th Street and Park Avenue down in Manhattan. And I gave him the number. Said, here, call these people.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened after that. I haven't spoken to him. I don't know. I mean, for all I know, he could probably be in the Bahamas because he took his $1 million and he's, you know, for all I know, he's probably down in the Bahamas.
Yeah, Stack Towers does free appraisals too, so.
Yeah, well, I think something like that they would definitely love to grab and say they had their hands on it and they, you know, got this appraised or they did anything else.
I mean, even you look at it, you know, buyer's premium's 20% with Stack Towers, and you know that'd be $200,000 if they got a full mill out of it.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, like I said, it's just something that if he doesn't know, he has to just get it. He has to get it checked out. For sure, he has to get that checked out. You know, got to leave it to the professionals and let them tell me. That's what I want. I want the professional people to tell me yes or no. This is a fugazi or this is real. So that's it. Other than that, I mean, it is what it is. So, but anyway, how long you staying up here? We out here or want to do your giveaways?
Yeah, I mean, you want to go ahead? Let me get the giveaway tool up.
Oh yeah, we got a tool up. I'm tired of seeing Mike's face up on the screen here. Mike Pepsi, get him down. I'm tired of seeing that guy.
Here, we'll put Perry up there.
Perry Customs, what's going on? We'll put Perry Customs up now.
Perry Customs, how you doing? Do I make you? Yeah, I have you as a model.
Yeah, you
so
could.
We're good.
You could make. Yeah, Perry Customs is guy that makes a lot of
Yeah.
cards. I seen
Oh, he makes
very nice
beautiful
cards. Yeah, very nice cards.
So let's click the wrong thing here. Okay. So for a 1953 red seal, give it a few minutes, but go ahead and type in hashtag red seal.
Oh, Greg Scott dropped the StreamYard's. Hell yeah!
'83. Okay, here we'll get someone up there than Mike Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't want to see Mike Pepsi.
Hey, what's the Fugazi? Fugazi, it's
We
slang
shall
for
beat
fake.
up there at least.
I wish I had your video right now.
Yeah, which one? The Fugazi video?
Yeah, a Fugazi's
Yeah.
basically
Oh,
a fake.
oh, a
wannabe.
fake. Oh, a fake. Yeah.
So go ahead and up the pound red seal. So far we got 10 entries. We have 13 in chat. And while that's coming up,
He said, "What's a Fugazi?" Well, it's a Fugazi. Fugazi's something that's fake.
yeah, fake a wannabe. This ain't no Fugazi here, but this is the real deal.
Yeah, this is the real. There's no fake on this $2 bill here.
I got it from a guy who was selling it out of his trunk down on 42nd Street. It has to be real. Let's see how many people we got here. We got 13 in chat, 12 in chat. We have 10 entries. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have any more interest in it, so we're going to go ahead and draw. And the winner is Mike Pepsi.
Mike Pepsi. Are you kidding me? Mike Pepsi. Holy smokes. Mike Pepsi of all people.
Yeah.
Perry
So just do
Customs
a-
emailed me. Mike, congrats on that. I think
Congratulations,
this will
Mike
be,
Pepsi.
you know, to be honest with you, I think this will be Mike's second note, by the way. You know that?
Nah, I didn't.
This will be Mike's second note.
Cool.
Mike, congrats on that second note. But please do
Congratulations.
not ask talk about let's get it graded. That's not the note to get graded.
Nah.
It's just a nice little $2 red seal, Mike. Congrats on that. All right.
All right, so Mike, if you can email me, retired Rob, all one word, at Gmail, with your address. I'll get that out to the mail for you. And Mr. Big Apple himself is giving away a
I'm
$1
gonna give
silver
a
certificate.
red, silver, yep, silver certificate, 1957, guys. A regular average, you know. Let's do a little spending. Remember back then in 1957, you got your 4 quarters, or you got your silver dollar on it.
Yes. So you would have $20 worth of silver back then for that.
Yeah, whatever. There you go, guys.
So you want me to use this
Yeah,
red
definitely
seal?
for sure. I don't, because if I do a number, forget about it. It's gonna be a hard number. I'm gonna give such a long number that
You're gonna give
how
a
many people
plumber
we got
number?
in here? 12 people. All right, let's run it. Let's run it to
Oops,
who else?
you've
Who
already
else?
ran it.
Who else? Who else? Here we go.
Perry Custom
Perry
Cards.
Customs. There you go. Perry Customs. Perry Customs. You got to email me anyway now to pick up your silver dollar here. This the silver certificate dollar.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Congratulations,
Congrats on
Perry.
that, buddy.
Congratulations, Mike.
Is he still here or did he leave on us? What's going on?
He's here.
Okay.
He just said something. He's loaded with Cheerio pennies. That's when they gave away a penny in the Cheerios that time.
Yeah. Yeah, so just email me and we'll get this out to you. And that'll be it, guys. So like I tell everybody, we ready to go. Take care, brush your hair. So yes, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by. Yeah, let me drop my thing down, up and down. But
yeah, if you haven't, man, make sure you go over, sub to Big Apple. I know everyone subbed to him already. Make sure you hit his playlist. If you have some time and an extra device, play some of my playlists. And even if you walk away, watch hours
yeah,
are really needed.
for sure, for sure. All right, guys. Like we say, take care, brush your hair. Thank you all for stopping by. It's been a pleasure.
Is anyone live right now?
Oh yeah, let me double check something. Let me double check. Who's up live? Who is live here? Dave here first. That's the only person I could see, and us. I mean, I don't know who unless somebody else sees somebody. Greg Scott is not live. He's not here. He's in the chat.
Hey, Greg Scott, can you throw Save Hero's link up there? Do you have it?
Yeah, I was gonna drop a link.
No, I was going to ask you to throw Save Here first is link there, so we can do a raid on her.
Yeah. We'll do that right now. Guys, yeah, head over there. There's a link. Retired Navy Rob's
Tell Martin and Big Apple raid.
Yeah.
But
So,
y'all take
guys,
care.
yeah.
Thank
Take
you
care,
so much
B.
for swinging by.
Yeah, we'll take care of that a little bit later. No problem. All right, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. And we'll, catch a break. Oh, retired Perry Customs. It was I don't know if you could drop me down. Can you lower
Okay,
Perry
hang on.
Customs? Yeah, Perry Customs. Yeah, what a silver dollar. Silver certificate dollar from me, Big Apple. I don't know if you sent me an email, but that's okay. I need your address now so I can send that out to you.
And there is free shipping on this one.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Take care, and I guess we'll catch you guys later. It looks like Sell Beads up there already. And we'll catch you guys later, guys. Thanks a lot for stopping by.
Yes, thank y'all for coming by. Have a great day.